Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Oliver. I'm coming to you with a parent update for the next couple of weeks. Getting to a good time of year to start talking about what's going on as we get towards the end of the year, but I couldn't start this video without talking about the just incredible musical we were all privileged to have over the weekend. I was there both Friday and Saturday night, and boy, did the kids put on a great show. I just want to put out a big thank you to all the students that were involved with the cast or the crew or had anything to do with the show, lights, sound, audio, all of it. All of our just wonderful students that were in the performance. And I have to give a big shout out also to Mr. Lincoln for kind of putting everything together. It was a fantastic show from start to finish. High School Musical at Messina was remarkable. So thank you to all the kids and thank you to all the parents because I just stole a bunch of these pictures off of Facebook. But thanks, guys. Great show. Couldn't be more proud of you. As we get moving forward, there's just some important dates that I want everybody to know. We are heading up towards spring break, and that's one of them. Third quarter ends this Friday. Third quarter is always sort of a panic point for some kids because it's at the end of the game now. There's some students that keep kind of tend to put things off towards the end of the year. Well, the end of the year is here. We only have about 11 weeks of school left until the end of the year, which isn't a very long time. And so now's the time to make sure you're getting on track and getting things done that need to get done. So third quarter ends this Friday. The following Friday will be the first day of our spring break. I just wanted to tell families that there's no extra days on spring break this year. Oftentimes, if we don't use a lot of snow days, we'll extend it by a day or whatever. That is not happening this year. We use too many snow days already. So we're off starting on Friday the 15th, and then we come back a week later on the following Monday. So I hope everybody enjoys their spring break, whether you're staying here and relaxing or going away. Spring break's coming. I think we could all use it. And then also we have a band concert upcoming just ahead of spring break. So keep your eyes open for that. I'm sure Mr. Hunkins will be communicating out more details about that. I just wanted to give you a save the date for your calendar. Also, as we move coming out of spring break, we will have our IB testing. This would only be for juniors and seniors involved with the IB program, and you can see there's a link right up above me here. I'll also put that link into the comments with the full schedule because it's a large schedule. It's not something I can just take a picture of and put out here. But IB testing is coming. It will actually consume a little bit at the end of April, but mostly in May. The kids should all know when their tests are. This is just sort of a heads up for the parents so you know that it's there. And if you're curious, you can check the link. Um, IB testing will be much more like normal, and you'll hear me talk about this again with Regents testing. I did go to a training for heads of schools for IB, and they anticipate there'll be a little bit of a shift because they know it was once again an odd school year. It wasn't fully a normal school year, whatever that means at this point. But generally speaking, these are full-fledged IB tests, and our students need to be ready to go. So this is just a reminder to IB parents that testing is upcoming. Another save the date sort of thing, which I'll get you more information about later, would be the prom, and that's not going to work if I cover the date. And it won't let me put there. All right, move myself down here. The prom is May 14th, and it'll be located at Messina Central High School. As far as rules go, it's a normal prom. Masks aren't required, but even as in school right now, they can choose to wear them if they want. Our prom committee is hard at work on this right now. You'll see more information coming out about themes and tickets and the rest of it in the near future. I just wanted to get this date out there in your brain if it wasn't already there, and if you weren't already out dress shopping with your kids or whatever. The prom is May 14th at Messina High School. More details to follow. Which brings us to Regents exams. I'm going to spend just a little bit more time here. 2 years ago, we didn't have any Regents exams. Last year, we only offered 4 Regents exams, which were the main Regents you would need to graduate high school. This year, the Regents are back in totality. All exams will be offered this year, and students have to take them all. There's no more exemptions. For the last 2 years, students have been exempted from these exams if they were in a Regents class. So basically, if they passed the class, they got credit for passing the exam. That is now gone. And that is a big deal because you need to have 4 regents to graduate high school at minimum. You have to have a science regents, a math regents, an ELA regents, and a social studies regents. What makes this a little more interesting this year is if you take like our juniors in high school right now, for example, this will be the first time they've taken Regents exams in their high school careers. The only kids in the junior class that ever took them is if they were accelerated in algebra and earth science back in junior high school. So it's a real deal, and these tests are challenging. So my word for the parents is here's the schedule, and I'll also include a link to this in the comments to this video. Make sure your kids are prepared for this. If they're in classes, if they're in global studies or U.S. history or English 11, um, geometry, algebra, algebra 2, earth science, biology, chemistry, physics. Those are the main ones. I'm sure I missed one. If they're in any of those classes, they got to take a Regents exam this year. So make sure they're prepared. I'll give, this school year is starting to feel a lot more normal now, but it's certainly not a normal school year. And one of the things that definitely happened this year is like attendance is not what it needs to be. um, we still have more kids out than we would like. When we get out of spring break, it is time to double down and make sure your kids are coming to school. If they're having issues, we hear a lot of things about like anxiety and different problems kids are struggling with. We have a counseling staff, our social workers, we can help with all that stuff, but we need to get your kids in school because they need to get these exams to graduate. And there's still plenty of time to get ready for them. So here's your reminder for Regents exams and a note for our parents that they are all good to go this year. A bit further down the line, the last couple of things I'll update you on, for again, mostly junior and senior parents, we'll have our high school awards night on June 7th. This will be live in the auditorium as it normally was. We won't do the video thing like we did last year. And graduation, looking forward, is on the 24th of June. Once again, we're shooting to do this Friday night on the turf. I would tell parents of seniors to keep the nights of the 24th and 25th open. If the weather's bad on the night of the 24th, we're going to push it to the night of the 25th. If it's bad both nights, it'll go from the turf into our gym. So let's all cross our fingers, hoping that the weather stays good. Other than that, that was about all I wanted to update you guys on. I just wanted to sort of give you a roadmap here through the end of the year. There will be, obviously, I didn't cover everything. These were just the big things that came to mind right now. And again, as always, if you need anything or if you have any questions, get a hold of me at school. And it's a pleasure to be the principal still. So I hope you have a good week and a good spring break when it comes. And we'll see you all around. Thanks.